Hello everyone and happy new year. I hope you are doing well wherever you are and you had great time during the holidays. I'm Mary and I talk about faith, marriage and lifestyle. Thank you for joining and thank you for your love and support always. If you're new here, you are welcome and feel at home. In today's video, I'll be talking on the topic how to change this year with just one word. You know, personal change is on our mind this time of the year. And the way we tend to handle our change is by making resolutions. These New Year resolutions are too many, and you cannot focus on all those things. That is why in this video, I want to challenge you to pick just one word instead of making a list of promises to keep. This one word will help you, it will serve as a lens through which you will see your life and through which you will see God's work in your life. So you can ask how to change this year with just one word. Make sure you watch this video to the end so you know how to change this year with just one word. The first thing for you to do is not choose a word that you love. If you are going to spend the whole year focusing on one word, it needs to be a word you really like. You cannot afford to choose a word that you don't like. Even if it takes you a month, don't give up until you find a word that you love. And the easiest way for you to find this word, you can find it using a dictionary, or you can even read your favorite book, and you can find your word. Like, just as an example, when my word for this year, I got it when reading the Bible. So you can get your word just by simply reading that word that you like. Reading that book that you like, and I promise you, you will find. It will help you to choose that word that you love. The second thing after choosing to do to change this year with just one word, after you have gotten that word, you need to study your word. Once you have that word, study that word. You can learn the definition of that word. And this one, you can do it through looking for that. Just as an example, my last year's word was joy. So you can find the meaning of that word in the dictionary. Study that word. You can study that word even reading a book on that word. Just as an example, I read 2 books on joy last year. So for you to after choosing that the word you love, study your word. Learn the definition, even learn what it means, to leave it out. Get to know your word inside out. You can copy that word. Just the way I say, just look for that word, the meaning of that word in dictionary. Read a book on the subject of your word. Even do a Bible study on that word, if it is found in the Bible. So if, for example, the word joy, you can just I just Google, how many times does the word joy found in the Bible. And those scriptures, they are there. And you read through those scriptures, and the more you read it, the more you understand, or the more you study that word, the more you understand, or you learn more about that word. So it is very important for you to study your word. Another thing you need to do, keep it where you can see it. After choosing the word you love, after studying the word you love, keep it where you can see it. Because it is easy for you to forget about your word. Even just few months to come, like, few months to come, or even the same month, like this January, it is very easy for you to forget about that word. So you need to keep it where you can see it. You can write that. You can buy a notebook, with that word on it, or you can create a background, featuring your word, and use that, background, on your phone or on your computer, so that every time you go on wherever you are, you are scrolling your phone, that word is just there, is clicking there, it keeps reminding you. You can even buy a print, and put it in your house, anywhere that even in your bedroom, so that every time you walk, you just see that word. So it is very important for you to keep it where you can see it, and I pray that God will give you that grace. After doing that, you need to let God use your word. The best way to change your year with a single word is to let God use that word to work in your life. Like the last year, I chose the word joy. I never would have learned much about joy if I had not let God use the circumstance in my life to show me that true joy can come only from God. So it is very important. For it is not that word that will, don't, it is not that word joy that gave me joy. No, it is the word, it is the circumstance that God, through the, through those circumstances, that it is what I learned, that true joy comes from God. So it is very important to let God use your word. Use a journal, to record the things that you learn, and you'll be amazed how God can use a single word, to change the things in your life you never imagine. So it is very important for you, for you to choose that word, because when you choose that word, just for example, I chose the word joy last year. My focus was on that thing, that word joy. So this is very important for you, and this will help you, to focus on something, because it comes to resolution. We are writing so many things, what we need this year, but we cannot afford to do all those things. So in this video, I just want to resist the temptation to deal with everything that needs to be changed in your life, and do something about that one thing, instead of nothing about everything. So just my urge is just to just choose that word, and I pray that God will give you grace to do that. And if you have already chosen that your word, don't forget to share it in the comments. So I hope this video will inspire you, to choose your own word and focus for the year. It is never too late to start. If you have not chosen your word, this is the best time, and I would love to hear about it. So don't forget to comment in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your time. If you have gotten anything in this video, kindly give this video a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, please just click on the red button below the video to subscribe, and also click on that bell beside there, so that every time I upload a new video, you'll be among those that will be notified. And in case you have something you want me to know, don't hesitate to comment in the comment box. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for your support always. See you in my next video. Bye.